Hello and welcome to the Malaysian Grand Prix. This is Elliot Splash with my F1 2015 modded career mode. Thank you for all the support that we had in part 1 where we was at Australia. Over 240 views to part 1. I didn't think this series would get off to that good of a start, so thank you to everyone that have viewed that. If you do enjoy this video, please hit that like button and subscribe if you wish. But yeah, it's time to look ahead to Malaysia as I said, so I'm not too sure where I'm going to finish in this race. Obviously we're starting from the back of the grid. Got a new mod installed that makes the AI more aggressive. There's realistic damage. There's a lot of new things to this series now, and it's going to be interesting because Malaysia is one of my least favourite tracks. I don't like Sector 2 or Sector 3, so it's going to be interesting to see where I finish, but we're going to make our way to the grid now, so wish me luck for the Malaysian Grand Prix. So here we are on the grid, starting from 18th place. We've got Ericsson and Maldonado in front of us, waiting for the 5 lights to go out for the Malaysian Grand Prix. And away we go, and we've had quite a decent start. I found out if you do really low revs and then just slightly build it up, it's a lot better to get off the line. So it looks like we might be able to overtake Maldonado before we get to the first corner. Let's see. Yes, we have. We've broken a little bit later, and that's jumped us up to 15th, 16th place. Obviously, being such an open corner, you lose and gain places on this first hairpin chicane thing. So we're up to 13th place now. Looks like we're going to overtake Verstappen. Now we're up to 11th. Hulkenberg is the next man in front. Looks like there's going to be a little bit of a pile up there. Yes, there is. So we're now up to 10th, 9th, 8th possibly. Yeah, it looks like we're up to 8th place. We've got Button just in front of us with the McLaren Honda. New to the series, obviously. And when we come to lap 2, we're going to try and overtake him. Can we? Doesn't look like there's enough room. Raikkonen's gone extremely wide though, so we're going to look and see if we can overtake him. Yes, we do. So we're now up to 7th. And we're just going to try and chase down Button because in that little fracas, he's gained around about a second to us. So we're going to have to try and gain that again once more. Let's see if we can get him down into the brakes. Not quite. I had to brake a little bit earlier than I usually do because I didn't want to crash right into the back of him. So we're coming to the last sector of lap 2. And yeah, it's this corner here I don't like. And you saw there, it looked like Button had some kind of an issue. He just went straight on through that corner into the gravel trap. Be interesting to see if it was just a glitch with his electrical systems or if he's out the race. Lap 3 now, we're going to try and overtake Ricciardo. We've set a purple sector. We can't quite get him on that corner, so we got a nice exit though. So we're going to try and squeeze down the inside, and we've got the move done. So we're now up to P5. I'm really surprised, but it looks like he might come back at us. We gave our rear a little bit of a touch when we came back on track, but no damage has been done. So coming to lap 5 now, we've got the DRS on Bottas. We should be able to overtake him with the DRS. It looks like it's going to be a pretty simple move. Yes, it is. However, it looks like we're going a little bit wide into turn 1. That gives Bottas a chance to cut back at us, but he hasn't took that chance. So we are still in 4th place. Now we're going to skip to lap 7 and we're going to come into the pits for our set of prime tyres. This will hopefully take us to around about lap 18, lap 19, and then we can put a set of options on at the end of the race. So here we are coming in to our pit crew. Give us a nice pit stop, boys. Indeed it was a nice pit stop, 3.7 seconds. So looks like we're going to join around about 8th place. No, there's a car there. That's going to drop us down to 9th. I believe. I don't know, the minimap isn't updating a lot. But yeah, there's another 3 cars going past, the 2 Sabres and a Toro Rosso, I believe. The Toro Rosso has been squeezed out by a Sauber. Sainz Jr., he's not having a lot of luck against the Sabres. We're going to try and go around the outside, but he shuts the door on us. but hopefully on fresh tyres we should be able to get past him quite easily. And you can see the speed advantage we've got to that Renault engine. So we've overtaken him before we've got to turn 3, and now we've got the two Sabres squabbling over position. We've got Nasr and Ericsson, and on the end of the lap you can see there that they was fighting once more, but Ericsson has dived into the pits and Nasr has lost out. However, he cuts back at us. That was a little bit too close for my comfort, to be honest. But he's got DRS, but we've just got the Mercedes engine, and we're keeping up with him and possibly overtaking him. But there's not that much room. There's like a centimetre at most. But we just about get the move done, but we've run extremely wide into turn 1. But luckily enough, that hasn't lost us too much time. And we are now up to 7th place. And at the end of this lap, everyone else should be start coming into the pits. Let's see where we've come out. We're still in 7th. Is that Raikkonen there? It is. So we've definitely lost a little bit of time when we came out into that traffic of Nasr, Ericsson and who was it now? Sainz Jr. So they held us up a little bit and lost us a few positions. So we've lost how many positions? 3, I believe. But on lap 12, we've already caught up to the back of Raikkonen. We're going to try and overtake him, but he thought about overtaking Bottas. We gave him a little bit of a nudge because he broke a little bit early. But we've overtaken Raikkonen, and next up is Bottas. Let's see if we can re-overtake Bottas as well. But on lap 18, Raikkonen's trying to overtake us, but we're going to dart into the pits. Yeah, it wasn't an exciting middle stint, to be honest. Everyone was mainly on the prime tyres that didn't add up to exciting racing. But now we're going to go on to the options. I'm not sure what the other teams are going to do. They may go options, or they may go primes if they don't think they can make it to the end of the race. But we're going to come into the pits now, and it's going to be another 3.7 second pit stop. And let's see where it brings us out. I don't see anyone on the pit straight, so we should be coming out around about 8th place. I'm not sure where Sainz Jr. is, but we will soon find out. Yeah, we've come out in 8th place, behind Vettel. And I believe the front runners will start coming into their pits the next lap. So we've done an undercut once more to try and gain some lap time, and now we're on the options. We can start setting some really fast laps. So on lap 20 we've overtaken, I believe that was Raikkonen, and we've got Bottas just in front of us. It looks like he's around about 3 to 4 seconds in front. So we have gained a little bit of time with that undercut, but at the end of the lap we've already cut that deficit down to under a second, and it looks like we might try and overtake him. This will be an amazing move if we can get it done. Dive down the inside, we almost touch, but it looks like we've got the move done. But he's going to have DRS on this straight, but we're still pulling away from him because he's on the prime sets of tyres, and we set the fastest lap of the race with a 1:41.4. So that was our fastest lap so far, and the fastest lap of anybody else. So next up is Vettel. We're going to try and overtake him. He's around another 5 seconds up the road, but I have been told he has got a little bit of an engine problem, and by lap 22 we've already caught up to the back of him. We're going to look to try and get this move done down the next pit straight, over the next 2 DRS straights, but we might get that move done even sooner. We're going to try and go down the inside. We have a slight lock up, but we've got the move done before we came to the DRS straight. So yeah, and we've got DRS now to pull away from him. Lap 27, our tyres are starting to hit the cliff now. We've got Kvyat just behind us, around about 3 seconds behind, and we're really struggling with our pace now. Lap 28, looks like Kvyat has caught up amazingly, and he's going to try and overtake us. Will he get the move done? Yes, he will. So we're now down to 5th place with Kvyat in 4th, and our tyres have definitely hit the wall of performance now. It's a real struggle to keep this car on the track. I need to keep it in around about gear 5, otherwise I get wheel spin constantly. I mean, here we go, dropping it down to gear 4, lose the rear end, try and catch it, and I just spin it, almost take out Bottas there, and that's cost us the race. That's cost us around about 15 points. So we're now down to P8. Lewis Hamilton has just won the Grand Prix, and it looks like Ricciardo may overtake us as well. And you can see how red my tyres actually are, and I'm just struggling to keep it on track. but as we come to the finishing line, Ricciardo has overtaken us and Ericsson, so we're down to 10th place, but it's still a point. Maybe the prime tyres was the way to go, but I gambled and lost with the options. But there we go, that's the way it happens sometimes. A very interesting race though, I had a lot of fun. I mean, this series, I've had more fun doing these first 2 episodes than I have done in all 32 episodes of my F1 2014 career mode. So I've enjoyed it, so that means I hope that you've enjoyed it as well. If you have, smash that like button. But this is Elliot Splash signing out. Until next time, guys.